I've been having this little bottle of rosé in my fridge for like 6 months now. And today we're gonna open it. We're gonna celebrate because I got approved for like my dream apartment in Chicago. I can't believe it. 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 I'm so excited for like this new chapter in my life. I'm so excited. I'm gonna miss New York so much, but I'm so excited for all the doors that Chicago's gonna open for me. I'm ready to like start something new. The gypsy in me is ready for a new adventure, and this is it. This is it. I'm gonna be living in like a dream apartment. Like, Salud. Hi, vecinas. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Honey, we are not in the Bronx anymore. Do you see the vibes? Do you see the vibes? So this is a life update video. If you guys don't keep up with me on the gram, sorry, the girls is looking real pretty today. I'm literally busting out of this dress. These G's right here are crazy. And I got a lot of compliments on this dress. It's from good old Burlington Coat Factory, because you know your girl loves to look good, bueno, bonito, y barato. Okay, I think this dress was like $16. But anyways, I'm filming this video on my phone because I just didn't want to do the whole YouTube setup, you know, and this is just real, honest, it's raw. If you guys are not following me on the gram, if you guys do not read my blog, the reason why I have been MIA for the last few months is because number one, I launched Botanica, and that was freaking madness. So much work goes into creating a brand, and when you're a small business, like you literally wear every hat, from shipping to customer service, like everything, as much as I can. And granted, you know, we have a team, but still, I have my foot in everything, I have my hand in everything, and yeah, it's been crazy. So that's number one. Number two, I moved. Like I said, honey, we are not in the Bronx anymore. I moved to Chicago, and it was a really, really hard decision for me to make. And if you guys want more details on my move, you can check out my blog post at AllThingsAda.com. But basically, I made my decision back in fall 2018. I just didn't know when it was going to happen. But in my heart, I knew that I needed a change. My lifestyle and with everything that I do is so hectic and it's so high paced, and the older I get, my needs start to change. And living in New York City, it's such a fast paced city, so to have a fast paced job and then to live in a fast paced city, it was starting to like wear down on me, and kind of like just I was burning out just too frequently, and I just needed a change of pace. And so in my heart, last fall, I decided that I wanted a change. I wanted just to live more comfortably. I wanted to have a little bit more of a more peaceful and relaxed setting around me, but still live in a city that had that city vibe, but not as crazy as New York. And so I remember when I first came to Chicago in 2013, I fell in love with Chicago. I came for vacation with my girlfriends. One of my friends, college friends, lived here, so we stayed with him, and we got to experience the whole city in the summer. Summertime shy is everything, let me tell you. And I remember saying like how much I love this city and how I could see myself living here. So it is wild to me that I actually live here now. But you know, the cost of living in Chicago is about 30% less than New York. So for you guys wouldn't even believe like what I'm paying for now. Like what I'm paying for now for this place is not much different than what some of my friends are paying to live in Washington Heights, just to put it in perspective. And if you're from New York, you understand that analogy. And I'm just really happy. Like a lot of you guys are probably looking at, you know, the apartment. It's like, damn, Ada done glowed up. Ada, you know, launched her business and now she's a millionaire. Esta tipa millonaria. Esta tipa tiene cuarto. No, boo. It's just that the cost of living in Chicago is a lot less than New York. So you get more bang for your buck, and you're able to live a lot more comfortably for about the same price that you're paying in neighborhoods like Washington Heights in New York. So that was definitely a big factor for me. And when I tell you, when I moved here, I came in May, and I decided that my move-in date was going to be June 11th. I was like, I'm moving to Chicago June 11th. And on the plane on the way here in May, I made a list of all of my requirements for the home that I wanted in Chicago. And when I tell you everything that I wrote down on my list manifested and is this place, like, I kid you not. And I wish I could go into even more detail about my apartment and how historical it is, but I don't want to share too much because then that will kind of give away where I live, and for safety reasons, you just never know. I definitely want to protect my safety, but one day I will talk about it when I no longer live here. But when I tell you this is so divinely orchestrated, like, I could not have planned a more perfect, like, new chapter in my life. It's so crazy how the dots have just been connected. And you know, I get lonely sometimes. I do miss my friends. I do miss New York. I miss just being comfortable in a city that I know. I'm still getting to know Chicago. I'm making new friends and acquaintances little by little. So sometimes I get frustrated just like not knowing my area around the city and not having my close circle of friends, but that comes with change, right? So I wanted to live more comfortably. I wanted to have more of a slower paced personal life so that I can just do better with my high-paced job life. And so that comes with it, like, you know, and that's the part when you start to manifest your wildest dreams, that also comes with its own price. And for a while I was starting to get like nervous, and I had this fear about this change that was happening, even though it was everything that I ever wanted. But change is still scary, but I did it afraid, and I don't regret my move. Like I said, I do miss New York. I think there were parts of me that were just really hurt and sad by the move because, and I'll insert clips, and I think this is how I was processing all those emotions in that very moment. So you guys are gonna see that here. Oh my God, I just did a whole video thinking this was recording and it wasn't even recording, but I think like reality just hit me. It just hit me that I'm really leaving, because I've been talking about it low key. You know, I looked for apartments, I found an apartment, now I'm leaving. And I just posted a blog post to announce my move, and I posted an Instagram caption, and all your comments are just so beautiful and so encouraging. But also it makes me so sad because I just love our community so much. I love this community of Vecinas so much. And you guys know that Uptown means everything to me. Harlem, Washington Heights, the Bronx. Like, I love our community. I'm wearing a towel, by the way. I just got out the shower. And I have been actively doing my part to leave this community better than I found it when I came here 10 years ago. And a part of me just like can't help but feel that because I'm not physically gonna be here anymore, that I'm not gonna be part of that. I'm not gonna be part of the growth. I'm not gonna be part of the change. And I know that I can't think that way because clearly, like, we have built such a special relationship, and it doesn't matter where I'm at, you know, like, that's always going to remain true. Don't take for granted the work that I do in our community. It is such a blessing to know you guys. It's such a blessing to be able to inspire you guys with my journey. And that's why I openly share it. That's why I'm openly on here crying like a crazy person, con moco y todo, just because I just got out the shower, because I'm so touched by your comments. And it's like a part of me can't help but feel sad because, like, I'm not going to be here anymore. To be part of that change and that growth and the beauty that is Washington Heights and Harlem and the Bronx and our community. There's so much beauty here. There's so much fucking shit here. There's so much ugliness here, but there's so much more beauty. And in New York, you take a lot of L's, you take a lot of losses, but you're gonna have equally as many wins, if not more. And a part of me can't help but feel really sad about the fact that I'm no longer going to be part of that. And I know that I can't think of it that way because just because I'm not physically here doesn't mean that I'm not going to be part of it. So I'm just in my bag about that. And I'm supposed to be getting ready because I'm meeting up with friends. This is all happening so fast that I haven't even got a chance to like tell all of my friends. And I really didn't want to have like a going away party or anything crazy like that. So I was just like, hey, I'm gonna be in Harlem at this bar. Come meet me and have a drink. I want to see you before I leave. And I just have so much going on. I have to pack. It's Friday and I have to have all my stuff packed by Tuesday for the movers. It's a lot and I'm a little overwhelmed. But like that sadness just hit me in the last hour, and I can't help but be sad about leaving. And I can't see it as I'm leaving. I have to see it as like, and this is why I started crying, because one of you guys posted this and it's like, you get it. I'm leaving so that I can come back and do more. And even if I don't come back, because that's not in my plans, I'm still going to do more. I'm still leaving to do more so that I can impact more. This community will always be a part of me. And no matter where I'm at, no matter where life takes me, I will always do my best to continue to grow this community, to continue to actively change people's lives in this community by the work that I'm doing. But it's still scary and it's still sad. All right, I'm gonna go get ready now because I gotta go. But by the way, I tried to record this video earlier and I recorded it in Aisha's balcony because I was over at her house and it was just too windy, so you couldn't hear me. So here we are. Wondering where I have been at. I am currently in Chicago. I moved to Chicago for you guys. So it's like we want to manifest all these amazing things and then we get scared when they start to happen, and that has to happen. But I know you guys want an apartment tour, and I promise I will give you guys one eventually. I'm still settling in. Like parts of this apartment are just empty, and I just want to give you a tour when this place is like home. Like I want to put my artwork up. I just want it to just be completely done. Like I don't want to give you an apartment tour and then have to do another one later. And I know y'all are feeling some type of way because I never gave y'all an apartment tour of my apartment in the Bronx. But funny enough, so my lease in the Bronx doesn't end up until October. So Catalina actually ended up taking over my lease in my apartment in the Bronx because I still had a few more months left on it. And oddly enough, my lease ends there on 11/1. And you guys, if you guys been following me for a while, you know my special connection to the number 11. And this is even crazier. My actual apartment number in Chicago and where I live now has the number 11 in it. So it is just so significant. Like I can't even believe this. I can't believe this is my life. And when I tell you the peacefulness that I have in my heart is just incomparable, and I'm sure you guys get those vibes from this video. I still have my moments. I have my days where I'm just like real sad, and I miss New York a lot. I miss the Dominicans in New York. I miss living in the Bronx. I miss Washington Heights. But you know, this is part of it, and you have to take the good with the bad, and you have to be open to change. And I know it's not going to be like this forever, so that is comforting. And the good thing is that New York is just a plane ride away, a very short plane ride away. So whenever I'm homesick, I know that I can just always go back home, and New York is always going to be a part of me. But I will say that it's very nice to have a home base that is a lot less expensive, because I always imagine living like this. I've always imagined this for myself. I just saw it happening for me in about 10 years just because of New York being so expensive. So the fact that I'm living how I saw myself living 10 years from now right now is crazy to me. And you know, I'm not here to try to convince you guys to move, to leave your home, to come live in Chicago and come kick it with me. But I'm just saying, if in your heart you know that it's time for you to go, and you know that there's a new chapter waiting for you somewhere else, you are doing yourself a disservice by not answering that calling that the universe has placed upon your heart. Because when I tell you, everything that you've ever wanted is on the other side of fear. And had I let fear get the best of me and held me back from this, you know, I would live a very regretful life. And a lot of people have been telling me like, oh my God, I can't believe you just like packed up and moved to Chicago. Like, that's so crazy. But you know, I made peace with my decision in the fall. I knew that there was another chapter for me somewhere else. And as hard as it was for me to accept that and to make the decision, I knew that if I wanted to manifest my wildest dreams, that I needed to just accept the reality. And the reality was that it was time for me to go. It was time for me to level up in a different way and get out of my comfort zone. And that's what I mean. A lot of people think leveling up just means like growing in your comfort. No, leveling up is actually stepping outside of your comfort zone and, you know, dealing with change. So that noise that you hear in the background is my dishwasher. Hunty, mama got a dishwasher. And when I tell you, I was so hyped because like I've never had a dishwasher in my life. Like I didn't even know what kind of soap to buy for the dishwasher. I have central air conditioner. Girl, I heard there's a heat wave in New York right now. And I'm not even saying this to rub it in, because you know que yo pasé demasiados summers with calocha, with a fan, like bucket naked, with a fan right on my crotch because it's that hot. And if you're from New York, you know exactly what I mean. So I'm just telling you guys this because I just want you to know how grateful I am. I'm so grateful to have central air conditioner. I could literally cry. I could literally cry just thinking about it, because yo ha pasado mucho, and I know what it's like not to have an AC period and just to just be sleeping with an abanico that is just throwing hot air on you. I know what it's like to, you know, be just pasando trabajo with only one AC in your room, but you spend most of your day in the sala and you're burning up. So I'm just incredibly grateful for this new chapter in my life. It's not easy, but it's what I've always wanted deep down, and I'm excited for the next few years of my life and how that is going to unfold. Am I a little nervous? Am I a little scared? Of course, I'd be lying to you if I wasn't. But here we are. A part of me really wants to hold on to this moment and to sit in it and to just bask in this chapter. But I also know the importance of seeing someone who looks like you, who literally has never had shit in their life, work their way up and create the life of their dreams. And that is why I'm always so adamant about being very authentic and sharing my life with you guys. Because if one of you watches this video, or one of you follows my journey and it's like, damn, like, yo, Ada looks like me, she comes from where I come from, we have a similar story, and like, look how she created her life. She came up from nothing. Like, I never had nothing. You know, you guys know my story. I come from a single family home of 6. A lot of you guys remember when I moved into my apartment in the Bronx, and for me that apartment was everything, because I could not believe that a girl in her 20s could, like me, could be living alone in New York City. So to have accomplished that, and now to be living in Chicago and be living like this shit is a big deal to me, because I've never had anything. I've worked my ass off for every little thing that I have, and I'm getting emotional thinking about it, because I just want you guys to see how grateful I am for this in my life. And when I show you guys stuff, or when I tell you about my life, it's never to show off. Never, never, ever, ever, ever. It's never to brag. It's never to show off. It's just to inspire you that if this girl right here that comes from a single family home of 6, first in her family to graduate from college, literally was on public assistance for most of my life. If I'm doing it, and I'm not even gonna say if I made it, because I haven't made it, and I'm never going to make it, because I'm forever a lifelong student. I'm forever learning. I'm forever growing. I'm never gonna have things figured out. I'm just saying, if I found a way, you can too. And I promise to always be authentic in that way, and to always share my story, because I know for me what the impact that it has when I see someone who looks like me doing things that I never thought that people who look like me could do. So that's pretty much what's going on. For the last few months, I feel like I've been on a roller coaster, like on the front seat of a roller coaster, just going down, like, I don't know what's happening. And now I feel like I finally have hit the bottom of it, and you know, I'm settling into my life here. My schedule's a little bit more normal. I'm still traveling a lot for work. I haven't gone on a day of vacation since January, and Lord knows I need it, but I've been making the most out of my work trips and just turning them into little workations. But you know, all that to say is I'm settling a lot more into my life. So that means that I'm going to be able to be a little bit more consistent with things. And don't worry, the videos are coming back, which is why I'm making this life update video. Content is coming back. I'm still learning to find that balance between Botanica and running that business and then running my other business, which is All Things Ada, and all the content that you guys see here. I'm always going to continue to create content just because it's still a passion of mine and I absolutely love it. And I know a lot of people are like, you can't be a content creator and have your All Things Ada business and also run Botanica at the same time. Like, it's just not possible, or it's hard, like it's not, you know, doable. And I'm here to prove everybody wrong and to show people that I can successfully run not one but two businesses, even though it's hard. Even though I'm like, there's not enough hours in the day for me to get this shit done, but I'm still gonna do it because my loyalty will always be to you guys. My loyalty will always be to my audience. If it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't have Botanica, you know? So that's pretty much what's been going on. I just want to say thank you guys from the bottom of my heart for all the love. You guys don't even understand how fulfilling it is to see your messages and to see all your love y todo el apoyo de ustedes. Like, you guys wouldn't even understand, especially like I remember last week I had like a really rough day because I just missed my friends. It was like one of my friends' birthday and all my friends went out and they sent me like this big group picture, and it just made me so sad because I'm like, if I was in New York I would be there celebrating with my friends, but instead I'm home. And it just so happened that I happened to do a vision board mid-year refresh workshop, and I got to spend my evening with my fellow vecinas just re-examining our goals and refreshing our goals and, you know, renewing the things that we would like to manifest for the rest of this year. And you guys just lifted my spirits so much, and I didn't even realize how much I needed to do that workshop and how much you guys needed it and how much I needed it. So I'm just so incredibly grateful. I'm gonna let you guys go now because let me tell you how fancy this building is where I live. Like, when somebody calls me or when someone is visiting, I get like a little alert on my phone. So Aisha's here, we're gonna go out and have some few drinks. Happy Friday. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in my next one. Leave me all your comments, questions. I have a lot of content planned coming up and I want to make sure that I get to it. I think I'm going to do a Q&A next. I'll let you guys know more about that. Bye.